In the old times there was a half-fool living in Dunmore in the county Galway, and although he was excessively fond of music, he was unable to learn more than one tune, and that was the Black Rogue. He used to get a good deal of money from the gentlemen, for they used to get a good deal of sport out of him. One night the piper was coming home from a house where there had been a dance, and when he reached a little bridge by his mother's house, he squeezed the pipes and began to play the Black Rogue. The Puca came up behind him and threw him up on his back. There were long horns on the Puca, and the piper got a good grip of them, and then he said, "Destruction on you, you nasty beast! Let me go home. I have a 10-penny pence in my pocket for my mother, and she wants snuff." "Never mind your mother," said the Puca, "but keep your hold. If you fall off, you'll break your neck and your pipe." Then the Puca said to him, "Play it for me, the Sean Bon Bocht." "I don't know it," said the piper. "Never mind whether you do or you don't," said the Puca. "Play up, and I'll make you know." The piper put the wind in his bag, and he played such music as made himself wonder. "Upon my word, you're a fine music master," said the piper then. "But tell me where you be a-bringing me." "There's a great feast in the house of the Banshee on top of Patrick tonight," said the Puca, "and I'm bringing you there to play music, and take my word you'll get the price of your trouble." "By my word you'll save me a journey, then," said the piper, "for Father William put a journey on me to Patrick, because I stole a white gander from him last Martinmas." The Puca rushed him across hill and bogs and rough places till he brought him to the top of Patrick. Then the Puca struck 3 blows with his foot, and a great door opened, and they passed in together into a fine room. The piper saw a golden table in the middle of the room, and hundreds of old women sitting all around it. The old women rose and said, "100,000 welcomes to you, you Puca of November. Who is this you have with you?" "The best piper in Ireland," said the Puca. One of the old women struck a blow on the ground, and a door opened in the side of the wall, and what should the piper see coming out but the white gander which he had stolen from Father William. "By my conscience, then," says the piper, "myself and my mother ate every taste of that gander, only one wing, and I gave that to Moira, and it's she that told the priest that I stole his gander." The gander cleared the table and carried it away, and the Puca said, "Play up some music for these ladies." The piper played up, and the old women began dancing, and they were dancing till they were tired. Then the Puca said to pay the piper, and every old woman drew out a gold piece and gave it to him. "By the tomb of Patrick," said he, "I'm as rich as the son of a lord." "Come with me," says the Puca, "and I'll bring you home." They went out then, and just as he was going to ride on the Puca, the gander came up to him and gave him a new set of pipes. The Puca was not long until he brought him to Dunmore, and he threw the piper off at a little bridge, and then he told him to go home, and says to him, "You have 2 things now that you never had before. You have sense and music." Then the piper went home, and he knocked at his mother's door, saying, "Let me in. I'm rich as a lord, and I'm the best piper in all of Ireland." "You're drunk," said the mother. "No, indeed," says the piper, "I haven't drunk a drop." The mother let him in, and he gave her the gold pieces, and "Wait now," says he, "till you hear the music I play." He buckled on the pipes, but instead of music there came a sound as if all the geese and ganders in Ireland were screeching together. He wakened the neighbors, and they all were mocking him until he put on the old pipes, and then he played melodious music for them, and after that he told them all he had gone through that night. The next morning, when he and his mother went to look at the gold pieces, there was nothing there but leaves of a plant. The piper went to the priest and told him his story, but the priest would not believe him. He wouldn't believe a word until he put the pipes on, and then the screeching of the ganders and the geese began. "Leave my sight, you thief," said the priest. But nothing would do the piper till he would put on the old pipes to show the priest that his story was true. He buckled on the old pipes and he played melodious music, and from that day to the day of his death there was never a piper in the county Galway as good as he was.